Hi, first grade. I hope everybody is having a great day so far. Today, we are going to learn about nouns. And nouns are a certain type of word. And while you may have not heard of the word noun before, I guarantee that you have seen, read, or wrote about nouns. You maybe just didn't know that that was what they were called. So let's talk about what are nouns. Turn this, oh, sorry. All right, so we're going to learn about nouns today and what nouns are. Now, nouns are what we will call a part of speech, and it's a type of word. And you might be wondering, well, why do we really need to talk about that? Why do we have to know what type of word we're using in a certain story or what we're writing? But learning about the words that we use and the different words that make up sentences help us to better communicate, right? And that means to share our ideas, our feelings, share things that we need or that we want, and to be able to communicate clearly with people around us. So that's why learning about different types of words, like nouns, is important. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of the word safari? And I just want you to think to yourself for a minute. When you hear the word safari, what does it make you think of? I'll let you think for a moment. Because we're going to actually go on a noun safari. And you maybe said that a safari is like a hunt or where you are looking for something in particular. So today we're going to go on a safari through our text, Tomas and the library lady, to see if we can find this certain type of word, which is called a noun. So, nouns. I said that you probably maybe don't know what the word noun is, although I'm positive that you have seen, heard, read, and written all sorts of nouns, and there are nouns all around you. You maybe just didn't know what they were called. Nouns are people, places, and things. So any people, any place, and anything is considered a noun. So, thinking about nouns and thinking about our story, I'm going to flip through some of the pages in the book, and even just looking at the front cover, I can already see some nouns. So, let's see if we can notice together some nouns from the story. I see right away on the cover, I see two people. We see the librarian. That's a noun. Librarian is a noun. Tomas, the character, the little boy in the story, that's a noun. That's a person. I see the books that they're reading. Books, that's a noun. Those are things. If I keep flipping through, I see that they are out in the fields playing. Fields, that's a place. When he goes to visit the librarian, he goes to the library. That's a noun. So nouns are all the people, places, things that are in our world. Okay. And we're going to do a little activity today with nouns. And this noun safari is very much like the noticing that we do when we read the story. So see if you can find your copy of the book and look through and see if you can find any other nouns that we didn't mention together. But again, any people, places, things are considered nouns. So when we look in the story, I notice here are some of other examples that I saw while looking through the story Tomas. And there's something what's called common nouns and proper nouns. And we're going to talk about proper nouns in a little bit, but common nouns, if you notice, are just those nouns that don't name a specific person, place, or thing. it just says grandpa. It doesn't say like my pap bill. It just says library. It doesn't say, for example, Northland Public Library. That would be the specific name of a specific library. So common nouns don't name just one specific person, place, or thing. They can name a general, a school, a house, a desk, a store, versus proper nouns that we'll learn tell about a specific person, place, or thing. So we just want to focus on common nouns. So grandpa was one of the people, the library was one of the places, some of the things were the car, the corn, the ball, the tree, and of course the books. So I just want you to now take a minute and pause and think to yourself. I know we can't think pair share right now, but just think to yourself, and if you could say out loud, what are nouns? So we just talked about it. I'll give you a minute just to think about it. What are nouns? That's right. If you said person, place, or thing, or people, places, things, you would be correct. And again, why do we worry about this, or why do we talk about nouns? It's because, as I mentioned, it helps us to understand, the words around us and how to best communicate clearly so that people can understand what we are trying to say, right? All right. So what we're going to do next is a activity on Seesaw. So let me show you that quickly. Okay, very good. So when you are finished watching the video, and if you've gotten to this point, you've completed watching the learning video, and you're going to go back to your Seesaw activity, and you can see that you're going to go on a little noun scavenger hunt or safari yourself. And you can look around your house or even outside again if it's okay with your grown-ups and you just double check with the grown-up. You could even look through a book and you could use the Tomas book if you would like. But we'd like you to try to take a picture of a person, a place, and a thing, and then correctly sort it on this template. So when you go into your Seesaw activity, you click on add, this will come up. You should be able to take a picture, and you can take a picture and you may need to resize it to fit in the boxes, but try to find a person, place, and thing that you see around you. And like I said, you can certainly use a book if you want to use a book and look for a person, place, or thing within the book and show the picture of that. You're welcome to take more than one picture for each item, but if you could please at least find one person, one place, one thing, and you can put that in your activity. And when you're finished, you can hit the check to submit. All right, so I can't wait to see some of the nouns that you have found, and I'll talk with you soon. Any questions, let me know.